Virginia smoke. OVS, Old Virginia smoke. OVS, Old Virginia smoke. OVS, Old Virginia smoke. Old Virginia.
My name is Luke Darnell, pitmaster of Old Virginia Smoke Barbecue, and I'm here to tell you about my new online class available at barbecuechamps.com. This is a 100% tell-all competition barbecue class from yours truly, available online. It is a masterclass with 34 high-definition tell-all online competition barbecue videos that can be watched anytime, and they do not expire. They are packed full of pro tips, techniques, and recipes that will show you how to take your barbecue to the next level. These 34 barbecue cooking videos total 7 hours and will show you everything that you need to take your competition cooking to a level that you never thought was possible. We've already heard from several teams that have bought our classes and have already seen success and gotten their first calls. So this is something that brings me a lot of joy in sharing my knowledge and seeing people be successful with it. So are you ready to take your competition and backyard cooking to the next level? What are you waiting for? Just go ahead and go to barbecuechamps.com and find Luke Darnell, Old Virginia Smoke. We hope you learn a lot and enjoy these videos and have as much fun cooking these recipes as we had making them. This podcast is brought to you by barbecuedata.com. Barbecuedata.com is your one-stop shop for all of your barbecue competition data. Historical data, calls, wins, placements, everything under one roof. It's a great way not only to track yourself in the standings, but also to track how you improve your scores from year to year. Listeners of this podcast can receive 20% off of a new subscription to barbecuedata.com with the code PITPOD. That's one word, all capital letters, PITPOD, PITPOD. So check your team scores, check on others, and do it all on barbecuedata.com. Pitmaster Podcast, the contest happy hour. What's cracking, everybody? Good to see you. We're here with Jerry Stevenson from Redneck Scientific.
Local from Wise, Virginia.
Our high maintenance co-host has gone to top up his Scully drink down the he's a lot. But we got some pretty good cats lined up here, everybody here today. We're going to have on Charles Beard from Glamping Grillers. Maybe John Wade will stick around and show his face in here. We got Jerry here. Brian. Yeah. And we've got a special guest for everybody out there today. I got my wiener shirt on in honor of him being here. It's going to be great. What's going on, man? It's Wise.
Good to be back.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
It's like coming home.
363 days, 4 days or something like that.
Yes, and this is probably my favorite contest. I know I say that about a lot of contests, but I love this contest.
Special year for them. Their 100th anniversary.
100th anniversary of Wise.
Yeah. Corporation. They've been here longer than that. But
yep.
100th anniversary.
Fun fact, Jerry. My cousin Herman was born here. Did not know that until he uninvited me from a golf tournament. But he was born here in the hospital, the old hospital here at Wise, by a bunch of Irish nuns. How about that? Are you from here? No? Richmond. Uh-oh. Do you know him?
I'd say.
Because he's from Richmond, too.
Got the 804.
Yeah. So we got a lot of fun planned, but yeah, it's, 78 degrees here right now?
It's horrible. After the past, the two blisterings we took in D.C. and then last week in Greenwood, great contest, nothing bad. Both the contests,
10,000 degrees.
Best contest. We're talking about the heat, like 103. Greenwood was nice, 90s. But
yeah,
it's good to be in 75-degree weather.
That's right. It is. Well, we have a guest here that is very special, but this is actually the first KCBS rep that we've ever had on the podcast. So I want to welcome Alex Brown to come over here and sit in the Eddie chair.
We're actually going to put him in the special chair.
Put him in the
The special chair is brought to you by the Redneck Barbecue Lab. It is the Redneck Barbecue Lab, copyrighted.
Right. You can find them in where are we? Raleigh. And what's it? Crossroads. What is it? I forget.
It's Benson. Yeah,
Benson.
It's the country. On I-40 in Benson and
right.
Rock.
This is Alex Brown, everybody. KCBS rep Alex Brown. Downtown Alex Brown never has a frown. What's going on, man?
Good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. You have been repping contests way longer than I've been cooking barbecue.
I've been a barbecue rep for about 11 years.
Why are you so shaky and nervous right now?
You
We're
know
just
why?
talking.
I know.
We're just talking, bud.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So tell me, what are the best things that a team can do when they show up at a contest to make your job easy?
Know the rules.
Know the rule.
Know the rules. We've had teams come in, and I've been around you to let them know what the rules are. Remember last year, there was a team that came in, didn't know the rules about pork ribs,
Oh, yeah.
and they had no bones in the ribs
That's right.
and had to DQ them, and they didn't read the rules. And you guys told them they should be what they should be turning in.
Right. What is the craziest thing that you've DQ'd somebody?
Oh, that's easy. Putting cherries in the box.
What?
Cherries and
The
what?
maraschino, or were they?
They put in the box. They put cherries to embellish, to make it look nice. They thought it was a nice touch, and I had to go over and DQ them. They weren't happy.
Nobody's happy when you do it.
Hey, we got some people we need to say hi to. Jamie Mintz, Casual Smokers. What's up, guys? Good luck this weekend. Good to see you, buddy. Jamie's you got Small Town Smoker. Hello, brother. What's going on? Jason Hardy's in the mix. Say hi.
Why isn't Jason here?
I don't know.
Yeah, good question,
Very weird.
Jason. Why aren't you here?
Right. See, people want to know.
Yeah.
Cherries, huh?
Cherries.
Now, let us inside your world a touch. What are you feeling when you make that walk to tell somebody that they done messed up AA wrong? What's that like from
It's
your
not a
perspective?
That's probably one of the hardest things a rep can do, to make that walk and tell somebody that they've been DQ'd. Most of the times it is accepted okay. I've been cursed out a few times. And sometimes it's not pleasant.
What? Okay, say you're here in Wise and we're on Main Street.
Okay.
And say you, the person that's DQ'd, what does it feel like walking by all of us? Knowing we know where
When
you're
got
doing
that
something.
box, you're walking with that box, and it's like dead man walking, dead man walking.
And they're pointing and they're looking where I'm going.
Don't stop.
And,
Keep
and
walking,
don't
Alex.
stop.
Keep
Do
walking.
not stop.
Keep walking.
I'm the most unfriendly. I mean, I'm unwanted person in this town on Saturday afternoon. Nobody wants to talk to me.
There goes George Martz
But yeah,
trying to pay for his barbecue.
everybody's looking where you're going. And when you stop,
Man,
they go, whoo, not us.
I remember so a couple of times I've seen you walking and like, pardon my language, everybody goes, "Don't you stop!"
No,
Like get to getting.
A couple I've heard that a couple of times.
Just stop
Don't
here.
you stop. Keep on walking.
You've not had the walk yet.
Oh, no, I haven't. I have not. Thank goodness I have not had the privilege.
Hey.
We had
What's up, Steve
we
Dodson?
turned in late before. Not done anything stupid, toothpick or anything like that. Thank God. After all these years, you'd think we would have like left a fork in there or something like that.
Well, but we've had tips.
Scully's sitting right here going, "I'm right here, guys."
My favorite was when I first met you. The man that I wouldn't say carried you, but kind of led you along was John Bush.
Yes.
Bushy.
And
John Bush.
yeah, unfortunately in DC, I think it was 8 years ago in DC, I had the walk. And it wasn't a bad walk, but if anybody's been inside my trailer and understands me, it's like you're sitting there, and DC is kind of different. We were doing brisket and chicken the first day, and pork ribs and pork the second day, and we had just turned in our chicken, and I get the knock on the door. Head pops in, and somebody's like, "Hey,
Can we talk
reps
to
here
you?
to see you." Yeah, and I was cooking with my sister at the time, and I lost it. I was like, "What did I do?" What did I do? I remember I grabbed my hat, and when I threw my hat, that was the time John came in the trailer, and the hat went by John's head, hit the side of the trailer, and he's looking at me, jaw dropped down. I'm like, "John, what did I do?" John, he's obviously holding the box.
He's
He just
scared
like
to death.
And
He was having kittens.
my sister had gone out the other door, and John was coming in that door, and it was just like, I was agitated. I wasn't mad, but when I get agitated, it's probably pretty mad looking. And John couldn't talk. And then finally, I'm like, spit it out. John goes, "Is this your box?" And you guys had a number. I mean, I think it was like 19. There was 2 19s. He said, "Can you identify this box?" I opened it, and I'm like, "That's my box, man." You know, I mean, it was obvious. He goes, "It's obvious, but we had that." Yeah. Anyway, and then I had to apologize to John for like 8 years after that. Still, every time I see him, love you, John.
I think John Bush is a swinger.
That was
I don't even know Adam that well.
But did you guys run into that problem with the mislabeled boxes?
We try not to have that problem. We kind of double check. And then we also ask the cooks to please double check our numbers. And then if the numbers match, please sign a sheet. So it's kind of like a check and balance type of thing.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Well, we got somebody right here who'd love to talk to you about a box.
Eric Fortenberry says hi. We've got Steve Dotkinson.
Oh, it's on. You know that. I haven't forgotten the sandbag shit a couple years
That
ago.
wasn't even me.
You were in part of it.
That was Jason Hardy.
No, that was you.
That was not me. That
Really?
was
We're
Jason Hardy.
We're going to bring that up?
Accessories for the crowd.
We were just sitting there watching that shit show go down.
Yeah, that's accurate.
So tell us about that box story, because that was a really shitty story.
That was a really shitty story. I can count on one hand, but I can't use a second, evidently. But no, that was Galax last year. So next weekend will be a year with the debacle of the rib box. And I had
Getting harassed.
I told him that he couldn't take the pop-up, that he had to take the trailer, like create a different environment so the PTSD doesn't hit him.
Oh, I'm worried about that.
I would be.
I'm worried about that.
Yeah.
Jay Craig said he's bringing a safe with a lockbox on it to put all my entries in. He's like, "I'm locking your camera, dude." And but yeah, so a spectator took one of the ribs out of my box. I never looked at it again. Never counted. Just shut the lid and walked. And
Boom.
yeah,
Wow.
Doug Reed comes walking up, and I hear Scully. I turn around, and he's got a box, and he opens it up, and I'm looking, and I'm like, "That's my box." And he's like, "What's
I went ahead
missing?"
and put that bottle of sauce.
Okay.
And I'm like,
You want to say hi to the podcast?
And a couple minutes later, this dude comes walking by with the rib in his hand. And he was like, "Man, that was the best rib I've ever had."
Wow. Oh,
And I
man.
was like,
Kim just got you.
"Kim got me."
Brian Corbett, king of the
King of the 5 rib box.
Oh, Jesus.
Look, you know what? You got to own it.
No.
You got to own it.
Wow.
Still, I think the best podcast we've ever done was you were very candid enough to come on here and talk about that like days after it happened.
Yeah, I mean, let's give credit where credit is due.
Yeah,
That was probably an all-time KCBS cook that day.
Yeah.
It was
Probably. I mean,
it was a good.
Oh, no, it was not GC. He'd have lapped us. I mean, he'd have lapped us 20 points. I mean,
Hey, everybody that's watching. Jason has a good point. If you're on the podcast right now and you're watching it and enjoying it, please go to the YouTube channel, Old Virginia Smoke, and subscribe and like it. And comment, yes. Last question for you, because I know you got to go. You know, but you got things to do.
he's thought this out. Drum roll.
You've done this for a long time.
Yes.
What keeps bringing you back?
I enjoy it. I like meeting people. I never knew you. You embarrassed me one day at a at a contest, really, really bad.
I don't remember that.
It's been so many things that you've done to me.
Today's been Pick on Luke Day for everybody. Steve Dotson said that's the only category we beat Scully in there. Right. Rick Zimmerly's watching.
That's true.
Jerry, Rick Zimmerly's watching.
Oh, hey, Rick.
Big Block
What's up,
Barbecue. What's up,
Yep.
dude?
I know.
But yeah, I mean,
People and
it's the people, and I get to travel around. I've been on the road for the last 5 weeks. I was in West Virginia, DC. I had a family thing in Charlotte. I was in Wildwood, New Jersey, and now I'm in Wise, Virginia. So I've been hustling for the last 5 weeks.
Oh, so you did the New Jersey contest last week?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
Well, buddy, I want to thank you for everything that you do and for being such a great part of this
Thank you.
hobby that we have.
Yes.
I refuse to call it a sport.
Thank you for having me.
It can't be a sport if you get drunk on Thursday night and walk around.
Well, at least you can.
Fair.
I don't know. Babe Ruth used to eat hot dogs and drink beer, man, during the game.
That's
I mean,
fair.
what the hell? And smoke cigarettes.
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean,
Brian Penrod's on too. What's up, bud?
I think so.
Thanks, buddy. We'll get you out of the seat. Thanks for being here. Everybody say thanks,
Thank
Alex.
you. Anybody got something, it should be considered somewhat of a sport.
I agree. Thank you,
Next
Alex
up.
Brown.
Next up, let's bring in Charles. What's going on, buddy? Welcome.
How are you?
I'm good.
Would you like the Yeti chair? I know glamping is
No. See, I've got the low end.
Wow. Wow. We just got a glamping Joan in there real quick.
But I did go change my shirt because, like I told Luke, I was sitting next to the type of man here that never sweats, always is perfectly dressed.
I don't know about
So you knew I was on here, so you dressed in.
that. You always bring me up.
Yeah, but you guys make sure you talk loud at the mic.
Always bring me up.
So this is Charles Beard, Glamping Grillers. What's going on, man?
Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. So you travel pretty much every weekend and cook.
Not every weekend, but I would say at least 2 to 3 weekends a month.
Yeah. And you have probably one of the nicest setups in barbecue. And when you're cooking that much, like what's the key to your logistics in terms of
Cheap gas.
cheap gas?
Right. So I got this card. It's called Open Roads, and all the way on the floor. You can use it gloves and things like that to get diesel. And usually, you can save anywhere from 30, save almost $1 a gallon.
Really?
Using that.
Oh, that's cool. How about like meat sourcing when you're on?
Let's rewind for a second there, Charles.
Yeah. All right, let's talk more about the diesel
Just a
here.
little bit right here. Educate us. This is some education.
So, have you ever went in the truck lane? You know, usually you can't use a regular debit card.
Right.
You got to go in and pay. Well, this is the truckers' cards, and you can apply for those too. You don't have, there's no minimum or anything like that. So all you have to do is just go to Open Roads, apply for it. It comes out of your checking account, and you can pull right into a truck lane and use that card.
That's why I've got the Flying J and the Pilot just for that. Being able to do that, not have
Open Roads is not Flying J or Pilot.
I was unaware of this.
Pretty much. It has a whole list of stations you can go to, and it has maps. You can look at where you are, how much a gallon
Yeah.
you will save
And GPS.
before you get there. Yeah,
It has GPS.
It has GPS.
It'll tell you elevation.
Open Road.
Spur the road.
Maybe.
so it's pretty good deal.
Slide a little bit this way. We might be able to get four on camera.
I want to give Brian his due.
Don't give me my due.
No, I want to give you your due. Oh.
So when you're traveling week to week like that, what's the biggest challenges in terms of meat?
Well, we usually try to carry everything. If we're going to go 3 weeks, we're bringing everything for
So you really mean
Yes.
all?
meat and all. We carry
Wow.
everything. Whether it be in coolers or we've got refrigerator in the trailer, we've got a refrigerator in the RV, so our freezer. So
Yeah.
and that's supplies and everything. Very rare we'll run out of something.
Right on.
Don does a good job packing everything up.
Behind every good pit master is usually a wife or a lady that
Absolutely.
really takes care of everything. Oh, there's Kim's sister said, "Where's the little general?" She's sitting over here to the left, being the
Producer.
She's producing the
She's
show right
producer
now.
of this podcast.
Yeah, so we'll try and sneak her on here at the end. She might want to tell a funny story.
She's out one.
Shut up, Noel. She's got several.
That's where all the bodies are buried, right there.
The story's gonna get told whether she tells it or not.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, Dawn's amazing. Just like
She is.
Kim's amazing. And, yeah, man. So, you've been doing this for how long?
We've been cooking together for almost 2 years.
2 years. And you guys have been doing well.
Love it.
It's great. I'm not sure what's happening coming down the road here right now, but it looks like some carny food that is something. We'll see if we can get this over here on the camera. It's pretty amazing. Well, thanks for being on, man. We're going to shuffle through and get some people on here, but it's good to see you.
Come on.
Yeah.
Too hard.
Let's get Let's have John Wade pop in here.
John
real quick.
Wade.
We might need to get
It looked
one
like
of
the
those
biggest
things.
freaking like
What was that?
it looked like a bread bowl.
We need to
with,
go
like
order
dip in
one.
it or something.
Was that with the one the dude had?
No, what she had. He had like a
Yeah,
tower
this
front.
was a tower.
You know,
Jamie Mint said
if you
that Charles
take
is my
those,
hero.
Number 6 cans.
Yeah.
Fill it up.
God,
Uh-huh.
talking about heroes, I'm sitting amongst all of
I
them.
think that's what
That
it was.
might probably exactly.
What's up, John?
No fraud.
Brother.
Good to have you on, man. How's it going?
It's good. It's good to be in Wise. What incredible weather we're having
Oh,
this weekend.
You can't dial this up
For
anymore.
July barbecue.
Right. And you got your boy with you?
Yeah, I brought Alex with me.
Alex is in the house. He's been
Yeah.
skateboarding up and down the street.
He
He's
is,
scoping checks.
he's totally scoping chicks. He got a fresh haircut at the barber, and it is not working for me. I'm very busy today trying to keep him under control.
Well,
But
you
it's been
know,
fun watching you guys.
he's got a strut.
He does.
He's got a strut.
It didn't come from me. I'll tell you that.
So you're not rolling with Jason or Dave this weekend? You're
No,
rolling solo with Alex?
But yeah,
It's
Alex
awesome.
and I we're here enjoying the weather, enjoying Wise. Greg Cross will bring you wherever he tells you to go.
Absolutely.
It's kind of a thing.
Yeah. He's I know that they already gave him a round of applause at the Cooks meeting, and then I came in and made everybody
Yeah,
do it
I mean,
again.
I think
But
it was
it's
necessary.
deserved, right.
Yeah.
Well, there's every contest has to have an organizer. Some organizers are more into it than others. Some have bigger purses, bigger amenities they can use, access to bigger town budgets. Greg puts his heart and soul
Absolutely.
into this contest, and I think it's because he loves barbecue and he loves Wise, Virginia. But you can really see all year long he talks about Wise, Virginia, and this barbecue contest.
Well, and that's also one of the coolest things about this contest is how everybody from here shares that common,
Absolutely.
like
Yeah.
they are proud
Yeah.
of Wise, and Wise is a great place.
Yeah, like I said, we went
Yeah.
and got haircuts today, and everybody. I say we, it was Alex.
I was
I
gonna
watched.
say.
Yeah, I didn't. I've still got the Beavis and Butthead thing going on. But we were in there, and it was a family business, and they were all like, "Yeah, we're gonna close tomorrow, so we can go participate in the event."
Kim wants to know where the other sunglasses are.
Alex has them.
So Alex is wearing the Twisted Tea Pit Vipers right now. Thank you, Kim, attracting as much attention as possible.
And you're rocking the Wise.
These are Wise UVA.
Yeah,
Yeah, UVA Wise.
nice.
They threw him in the packet again. Greg, he's a good dude. He knows what we need.
The Pit Viper sunglasses are like the guys wearing fanny packs as purses right now. I just can't do it.
I know you can't, but you can't wear a fanny pack anyway.
Fair enough.
Fanny packs
It's
will be
not your
back.
thing.
No, they're wearing them like a purse now.
Oh,
Hey.
merch.
Merch.
Yeah.
That's a difference.
They're
Yeah,
doing
merch.
like the cross purse thing.
Yeah, and it's like Lululemon or something.
So apparently, I have some Pit Vipers for sale because I'm not into that.
no,
I got Pit Vipers.
I'm not
for
down
sale.
with this.
I'm not gonna lie, I buy the Pit Vipers. I buy them.
I love them. They cover all of my big ass eyes. I got Marty Feldman eyes, and I need as much coverage as possible.
I get you with those. That's why I wear the wrap around.
You feel me, right?
Oh yeah.
You feel me?
Light sensitive.
As much coverage. Oh, light is terrible.
So yeah,
Get back to that man purse thing, though, man.
Yeah, we need to talk
there
about
for a
that.
second. I'm going to go off on a limb here and say it is approved. And let me digress a bit. My wife loves to play pie gal.
Okay.
And so I'm like the only white guy playing pie gal with a bunch of Asians. And I'm watching them. And not only playing, but they've got these things and they got everything right here. And it's just so
Wait,
cool.
the way you're doing this, I feel like they're packing.
Yeah, but I mean,
You got heat?
that's us. Down south, this means you're doing this. You're not reaching in for a hand.
No, you're
But-
getting.
But they're just like pulling stuff out. I mean, heat, cell phones, money,
Oh my God, everything.
So,
Gears
everything
just
is right there. And I'm just like, I got to try this.
That could be convenient.
So when I
Okay.
play pie gal poker, I'm sitting there and I feel accepted because I've got the man purse on.
You rock it
Oh, I rock the
while
crap
you're
out of
playing
it.
a game.
It's a North Face. Let's just a little bit of credentials. It's not.
wow.
They
Talk
got
about they were
Louis Vuitton.
trusting you for glamping.
They got the Louis Vuitton stuff like that. I'm sure with the North Face stuff. So I was digressing on that.
I'm cool with it,
I
man.
thought I'd never do that. I was like, there's no way. And then I sat at the table and it's like, man, I can put a cheeseburger in there if I want to.
Yeah, I went to
Now you got
Disney
the
and I had it around the waist in the beginning, and then I got
You're
comfortable.
killing me, man. I was like, I'm like,
not-
where's my cell phone? Where's my money?
Let's
And
get
then
this back on
you guys are like
Yeah.
this, like James
Hey,
Bond. pulling
we
stuff out.
too much here. Come on, what are we doing? We're not doing this. We're not wearing
Fanny pack. We're not going to fanny pack talk this thing.
No,
Fanny
gosh.
packs will come back.
Let's talk about barbecue.
All right. Sorry to digress.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do we got here?
Pit Viper glasses and an 80s neon sweatsuit. Well, you can
I
pull
would
that up.
wear the hell out of that.
Right. You can
To
pull
bed,
that off.
You
to
could rock
breakfast, everything.
it. You could rock it.
Except
could.
for awards, because I'll be sitting there clapping in my sweat.
Fair enough. I have to wear my hat here in a little bit on the podcast, my new hat, so I will punch you in the face. No, please don't.
Okay.
I was made to do that. Anyway,
I'm gonna try to get between the two of you guys and make sure nobody gets punched. It's great to
Nobody
be
gets-
on the show.
Thanks,
man.
brother.
Thank you.
long time
You got, a
guest,
lot,
right,
you
Cook?
got a lot of badass cooks out
11th
there.
in KCBS right now?
It might be.
Yeah.
Might be.
Yeah, another strong
If
year,
you,
man.
if you don't come out and you don't cook, it gets further down the list.
Fair enough.
That's how
So
that works.
here we are.
That's how that
So
works.
thanks for having us on the show.
All right, yeah, man. Thanks
And
for
by
coming
us, I
by.
mean to
Yeah. Hey, look, it's Ham Bones by the Fire. Rick Hamilton's watching.
Is it?
Hey,
Yeah.
Ricky.
Hey, Ricky. Hey, everybody that's watching, go subscribe to the YouTube channel, Old Virginia Smoke.
I feel like I'm like leaning
You want to
on
come in
you.
the finger?
Yeah, just a little bit.
All right,
I know we were getting through.
we're going to
I
throw
feel like I'm
in,
like this.
we're going to get real friendly right now.
I'll take this out. Come on.
There we go.
We're going to bring on the rooster.
The rooster.
Get in here.
The rooster.
Bring it in the rooster.
Half the rooster.
He lost a bunch of weight from walking to the stage.
They all
last week.
did.
Yeah.
I said,
Yeah.
who is this hot chick you're dating?
And we got Adam from Bad Rooster.
How you doing?
What's up, Rooster?
How you?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
In the touch of a heater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Coming in here in the man mercies and everything else.
Well, that's why we have you here, because we know you're an expert on man person. So, what is your preferred brand?
Lululemon.
See, I couldn't even pull one out of my ass. I was just, it's hard. Adam walks in here and he's like, oh, man, you got the Lululemon man first. You ain't shit.
You ain't shit.
Oh, Mary Dyer just asked, has Kim seen her boyfriend yet? Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So one of our longtime friends, Jerry Dyer from JD Smoking Misfits,
He was
and,
here earlier,
and
right?
Tracy and
Still,
Dwayne,
he's holding court down.
they popped in here, and it has been nothing but nonstop hilarity since he got here. So one of the people I've known the longest in barbecue, and him and Jerry were talking like the care and feeding of me, like how it's been passed between Jerry's.
Like, we know where the dead bodies are at. So,
Fair.
And he's been cooking barbecue for.
Since 1982.
Okay, I know. Was it here last year? Somewhere like Urbana,
Maybe.
somewhere. I remember that being a topic of conversation. I remember it being an extraordinarily long time.
Yeah. Long time Memphis cook, long time KCBS cook. Just a great guy. Kind of a dick.
he's a hell of a chemist.
He is.
Hell of a chemist.
He's been known to bring a jar around. And usually everyone is laid down to waste.
Hey, he's been known to change the odds overnight at a cook, too.
Oh.
I can tell you that.
He once killed Diva Q at a contest. That was amazing. He wasn't even there. But she remembered it was him. And she's like, you killed me in New York. Back to Rooster.
Yes.
So 3 high calls last week.
Yep,
Brisket kicked you in the ass.
it did.
That had to be one of the most disappointing things because the year before, you guys did well, too, right?
We got one call there, 180 in reds, and got 7 good raw.
I remember that. And then y'all started rattling them off. And I'm like, okay, all right, here it comes. Yeah. And then they called you guys for 8th place. And I was like, oh, shit, we got some tables. Oh, no, it was like, what?
I think the air left everywhere.
Yeah, you could just hear this audible, like, oh.
But you guys had a smile on your face. I'm glad I got to see you. I mean, say right,
Yeah.
y'all took that.
It was fun.
I stood up.
But according to you, last weekend you weren't going to be here.
I wasn't going to be here, but we're here. When did you sign up? Tuesday? Monday? About 9 o'clock Monday night?
Well, we're glad to have you here, man.
Yeah.
This is one of our favorite contests, and
You couldn't. The weather's awesome. I mean,
yeah,
the
What do you
place
think
is
of-
awesome. Greg, he'll do anything for you. Power went out. He said, I got a generator. He said, I ain't got much gas. He said, no problem. I'll go get it.
But that's up and running. He'll do anything for you.
Yeah, well, I was going to ask you. It sounds like you have great impressions of Wise so far.
Yeah.
That's good.
Every time they come by on a golf cart, you need anything? What do you need? I'll go get it.
Yeah, it's like that all weekend. It doesn't stop. So I'm glad you're here, buddy.
Yep.
So what's the secret? Tell us about these ribs. It's your first time guest, so you got to give one secret out. I don't know if you knew that or not.
No, I didn't know that.
Well,
I gave up the man first secret, so yeah, your turn.
oh, Kim just put up there.
You gotta pull all the bones out of the back of them, obviously.
Really?
That's what I did last week.
Well, and that's what freaking Kenny from One Eyed.
Every bone, every rack I had, 3 racks, every bone in the back pulled out.
He said, "You want to know the secret, Luke?" I said, "Yeah." He throws a rib bone at me right out of the rack.
From across the street.
From across the street, right at me. It's the drum.
Well,
I was like, huh.
that's one of the things, though. It's sometimes with the judges, you kind of know when the chicken calls came out. I was sitting right there. I just looked at Josephine. And I said, "You're fucked." And she's like, "Why's that?" I said, "You ain't sweet enough. And I didn't put enough salt on that shit." And yeah, that's one of the other things we were kind of laughing about. I was like, "I'm probably a little tight."
You haven't said anything yet. You're not going to give up anything, are you?
No.
Man, he's
Holding the
tight
cards
too,
goes
Kim.
to the chest.
We need a jar.
We got the wrong rooster on. Is what we needed.
We have the good rooster
Hold
on.
on. We got the this podcast brought to you by Weller. We got Weller right around the corner.
Yeah.
We need to start priming pumps before they get up here. You got the pink drink?
We need a barbecue fluffer out there with moonshine.
Hey, where's Jerry Dyer at? If anybody can get you sideways, it's Jerry Dyer. In a heartbeat. Here,
I
drink
like the
this.
third bone to blow out. If it ain't blowed out, they ain't done enough.
The third bone. Okay. Fair enough. See, I it's bullshit. You didn't really have to do that, but I appreciate it.
He knows me.
How would you finish pork?
You're telling you. You say your time.
Give it to my wife and say, "There you go. Fix it."
Tomorrow,
How would you finish pork?
I just call it the control. That's who we need to talk to.
All right.
Tomorrow,
You've been
control.
boring. We need the real person on here.
12:15 tomorrow. There's gonna be a line down there.
Bad rooster. Yeah.
Finish this.
Here, finish. Taste it. What is it? What is it?
What is it?
You need some maple syrup.
Need some maple syrup. No,
I can't do it.
I can't do it
I need
anymore
maple
either.
syrup.
Really?
Yes. If it tastes like an Eggo, you're winning.
Oh, wow.
I can't do it.
I feel like now you're
I know
bullshit.
I'm not cooking for me, but
You're
at some
cooking-
point in time, I've got to be cooking.
You're cooking for 6 people you don't know. Well, you might know them, but you don't know them at that time.
Right.
Yeah, that's a good point. That's really good point what you just said. You're
You don't
batting
know who
for.
they are.
I used to use the adage: we're batting for singles. If you go 4 for 4, you usually win a game. You hit a couple home runs, as we know. A couple 180s don't mean you're gonna win a contest.
No. I got 2 in the contest, not 1.
Oh, yeah.
Last week?
No.
I may still, you did. I may still hold that title. I've had two 180s in 3 different contests and lost. The worst was me and Jason Singletary. We were reminiscing on the World Invitational. I was like, hell, I didn't even know you were there. You started rolling off them 180s. He's like, 180 chicken. I'm like, oh, 180 ribs. Singletary was on a roll.
Right.
And then the roller coaster broke. And I was like, he's the same way. I think we finished in the high teens with 2 180s. And I was like, oh, yeah.
Well, thank you for the tips, man.
Yeah.
You're a future, featured guest on this, though. I'm going to have you on. Yeah. We're
It's
gonna
the
have,
teaser.
it's just the teaser of the rooster. We're going to do a deep dive on the bad rooster.
With Tanya.
Yeah.
With Antonio. What are the,
Awesome.
he loves Wise, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah. What do I say to you every time? Are you a good rooster or a bad rooster?
I'm always good.
Except when your phone starts cock-a-doodle-doing at me at the cook's meeting, scared the shit out of me.
That's a chicken house spawn.
Well, thanks for being on, brother.
Y'all have a good one.
Yeah, man. So that's the rooster, Adam. Great guy. Known him for a while. Great cook.
Very good cook.
Very good cook. Right. We need to get an okay in here.
I think
Think
so.
we do.
No, sir.
We're fixing to go off.
There's always. Now here we go, guys. We got us a triple threat.
Triple threat.
Because you cook, you actively cook, you actively judge, and you're a contest rep,
And he's organized.
and you're a four tool player. If you count your
coordinator.
judges, that doesn't count. That's bullshit. Sorry, Rick. Back.
I hate to say this, though. I was just showing my age. I wasn't really thinking Superman. It was Dom DeLuise and Cannonball Run.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
When you said dun, dun, dun,
I'm here to save the day. That's a good one. I love that.
Yep. So everybody, this is Noel K
They were
from
fathers. They were mothers.
Hickory Barbecue Company.
Comes out with a syringe.
Oh, I don't know. Dean Martin,
Oh,
Sammy
that's a
Davis
barbecue
Jr., and
show,
Cannonball
yeah.
Run.
So you keep talking about weird shit.
You were talking about Cannonball.
I know. Man purses. What? You've been a rep now for what? 2 years?
So I got approved last year.
Last year. Have you DQ'd anybody yet?
Maybe.
Wow. You didn't have to DQ Brian, did you?
No.
That would be
No,
very awkward.
I was there for that. Remember?
That's right.
I had the trash. We were sharing the trash can. We each have a trash can this weekend.
Wow. Yeah.
Because I stole. They gave you one. Yeah.
Fair enough. Fair enough. So, what, in your experience, because you've done it all now, right?
Okay.
How does being a rep help you be an organizer, and how does all that help you be a cook?
So, for me, being a cook helped me do the other things.
Okay.
Instead of those two things helping me be a cook.
Got it.
So I think that being a cook, you get a good perspective on what is a good contest and what could be a better contest kind of thing. And so I think as an organizer, that helped me the most.
Okay.
And you have to judge so much before you become a rep, and so I think that helps you with you learning the behind the curtain kind of thing.
Right. Because I would think, like, being a cook and then putting on a contest, probably going to be one of the best run contests out there from a cook's perspective.
Well, they've been to them, so I don't know. That'd be a question for them.
Noel's contest don't miss a beat. I mean, it's from the cook's perspective. I don't know about all the other stuff that goes on. And as cooks, we don't see a lot of the stuff behind the curtain, so to speak, that might go on. But from the cook side of things, it's always in line with Noel's contest.
Right on.
As an organizer.
And marching bands.
Marching bands. That's amazing.
Marching bands.
Right on. So, the real reason for having both of you on right now is to discuss your Jambo buying and selling addiction that the two of you have.
Well, I mean,
Me and Jerry,
I got a sidebar with that too. Yeah.
go ahead and do that.
No. We all hear the addiction because it took me a while to figure that out last week.
we needed a flow chart.
Yeah,
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
did.
That's on purpose. So, I'll just tell the story. I mean, so when he had so I tried to buy floors.
Bald Hogs, White Pit.
Yeah, for like 3 years. Yeah. And he was, of course, he's attached to it for some reasons. And he wanted to sell it. And so I said, well, I want to J3. And so still they happened to have one, and I was able to buy it. And,
Thank you.
The caveat was that if I ever sold it, he got first right of refusal. And so floors came up, and what's he doing?
Pretend like he's going to piss in my cup.
No, I don't think he's pretending. If it's salty, you better send it back.
Yikes.
So anyway, he had first right of refusal, and floors came up, and so that's how that worked.
I know.
He called me.
So here's
Further details. He called me and he said, all right, this is your first dibs call. Now, it's been
February.
6-7 months since he bought it from me. And I'm like, man, I just can't do it. I think I'm going to pass. I appreciate you holding up your end of the bargain. You're a man of your word. I can't do it. He posted on Facebook. 30 minutes later, I said, take it down. I can't stand looking at it. I can't stand looking at it.
He hooked you.
Drink some of that.
Well, yeah, I mean, it was, it had some hits, but not nothing real big. And, so Scully was
Right,
like,
because I was explaining.
Scully says, hey, does our deal still stand? And I said, yeah, man, my word. And so that was that.
Well, here I'm gonna ask y'all now that you explain that. Someone brought this up the other day. They're like, "Here comes Noel, and here comes Brian again." They're doing this light and fast thing. You guys have done it both ways. You've done it with the trailers. Brian's done it every which way. I told Luke, I said,
I heard that about it.
you were the wheeler dealer. Or it's like, what are you going to show up in? Ain't that RV longer than I've ever known you to have anything.
I know.
But getting back to the question at hand, a lot of people are asking is you guys are doing this quick and fast, showing up, getting out, easy peasy type thing. Do you guys like it? Honestly, like it?
I love cooking out of my pop-up tent and just pulling the smoke around there. When the weather's nice, it's my favorite way to cook. When the weather's bad, tomorrow it doesn't look great. But when the weather's really bad, it's really cold. Cold is the worst part. I can deal with the wind and the other stuff, but the cold is the worst part. But I love cooking out of a pop-up tent, just having the cooker under there, a couple of tables. It keeps it simple. My process is simple anyway for the most part, and it just keeps it simple, and then I can just focus on what I got to do.
Very clean.
And
I think
except your pit. That's
I think you're more involved. I think you're more involved with the cook because you roll in on Friday, maybe around lunchtime, something like that, and you jump into setting up, and then you go to your cook's meeting, you take care of your however, whatever order you want to go in, and then it's off to bed. You get up, you cook, you pack up, and you go home. And so, when I bring my trailer, I'm kind of preoccupied with Thursday night events and, staying in air conditioning or whatever.
I'm of the one like us.
Yeah.
The other part of my cook team doesn't really like
it. You did it last weekend. What did you think about it?
I love doing it. It was probably the worst contest to try and pull that off at in terms of heat, but we had an amazing spot under these beautiful oak trees and got taken care of by somebody. Yeah, had a great support staff. I didn't get to do a post about last weekend, so I could publicly thank Brian Corbett from Smokin' Scully's and Brian Turner from Muttley Crew and Noel K. let me cook on what I thought was his pit.
It was my pit when you cooked on it.
It was
the record.
Right.
For the record, it was, yeah.
And then it changed hands probably about pork turn in.
No, it was after 4 o'clock.
4 o'clock it changed hands. But like I explained to Jerry how all that went down. I was like, well, this pit used to belong to Mark Green, then it was bought by Billy Rhodes, and then Brian bought it from Billy Rhodes, and then Noel bought it from Brian. Now Brian bought it back from Noel. And Jerry's eyes went cross and I can't even.
Incidentally, when I sold it back to him, I said, hey.
Did you get first right?
Yes.
That was usurped after I cooked on it. Because I said, hey, this pit doesn't go anywhere unless I get a crack at it. I mean, it's the first time that fire's had a real fire in it without a fire basket in a long time.
Oh, yeah, here we go.
It's fire basket.
Been a lot of GCs won on not real fires. Did you win GC last week?
No. Wow.
Just pointing that out.
It has been kicked Luke in the nuts today.
I'm actually starting to feel sorry for you. we ain't even done with this.
Just the hair. Right. Yeah, it's no good.
Yeah.
But you ran a proper fire, so that was like a win, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a win. You had some smoke, whatever, on the door.
I did. I had a little burn.
Did you have Darren on speed dial?
Yeah, exactly.
I said, so how'd you like the fit? He's like,
around 9 a.m. Is this how you do it?
I said, how was your fire? I said, how'd you like? He raised the door and he was like, well, look at this. I didn't know what I was looking at. What is that? You burn it up.
So he was showing the door.
Yeah, I was like, you burn the smoker up.
Because I didn't know how to react. Fire baskets, yes or no? Good question, Kim. For those of you that are watching, please answer fire baskets, yes or no.
You really want to pull that?
Why not?
I think my feelings hurt.
Or a lot of the guys are running fire baskets now in the Jambos. I mean, you didn't for years see them, and then it's like,
I know.
So
And then
what
they-
is the benefit?
Then
Then they take the training wheels off and they ride their bike. It's great.
So what's the benefit of that?
Electric bike. I sit there all day long.
I don't know.
I don't
It's just a preference.
It's just a preference.
Okay.
That's the traditional way that those fires were made. And I do it because that's how the way I was taught.
Just traditionality, basically.
There's no benefit.
There's no difference,
There's
probably.
nothing wrong with that.
No.
Other than each
And
other busting each other's balls.
Right. And I was even considering running the fire basket last weekend just to try because I hadn't done it in a long time.
Yeah.
Then I remembered that I'm a man so I didn't do
Well,
it.
maybe you should.
Wow!
Oh man. Yeah, we're even.
Yeah,
We're even. That was good.
I was proud of it.
I mean, just smooth too.
Right. I've had it in the quiver for a while,
Oh
cooking in Greenwood.
Hold on, let me get that out of your back.
no, that was
Right in the face.
Oh, no, there you go.
Right in the heart.
Yeah.
Well, you've been a tremendous barbecue ambassador, my friend. You do it all, and we appreciate everything. It's good when I love it when you're out cooking.
Well,
And
okay.
it's just fun.
I don't prefer that, but okay.
We always have a good time,
Yeah, absolutely.
and Brian's not alone down there. You can count. That one was low.
Well, I want to say this.
One of these days, I'm going to stop picking on you.
All right, so let me tell you. And so I know he told the story on the podcast about what all happened.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, when I saw Doug walk over there too, with the box in his hand, I thought, I don't know what's supposed to happen. I was a little scared. And he goes over there and he opens it up and he just closes it and he walks off. And that look that Ryan had on his face, I hope that I never had that look. That was not, it was pitiful.
It was, I can't imagine, but also what I can't imagine is I'd have folded up like a chair and I'd have been done. He went and got a 180
He
in
had
pork.
somebody giving him good advice.
Right. He went and got a 180 in pork and then damn near got a 180 in brisket.
So I had to take his awards home. He had to leave early.
Yeah.
So I had to take his awards home. It felt like I had a whole band.
He said, "I got a 5-piece
I got a
band."
5-piece in the trunk of my car. I had
With
fiddles.
all the fiddles?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I had to leave.
Yeah, I had
I didn't leave
fiddles
because of the rib.
fiddles and everything else in the back of my car.
Yeah.
So
And that was part of the reason that I wanted you to come on too, is because I think everybody thought you white smoked it, and you didn't.
No,
You didn't. You had a personal thing that
Yeah.
really needed
No, I would
attention.
have. I mean, if that hadn't happened with her, I would have taken it on the chin.
Right.
Right there at awards.
And you still didn't finish last in ribs.
Still didn't finish last in ribs. I would have hated to eat those other 3 ribs.
So plug my contest.
Apologies to yeah.
Plug the contest in Clayton, North Carolina.
Clayton, North Carolina. What's the date?
September 12th,
13th,
13th, and 14th. They got it's in an amphitheater. They got typical barbecue contest. I mean, it's amphitheater, got bands and a festival and
Beer.
so forth. They
I think
got
Deep River Brewing, for
they got like 30 or 20
the
or
major
30.
sponsorship
They're
there.
supposed to have more beer and
Yeah.
barbecue and
That's
smoke,
right.
everything else.
So we need so we're really looking for about 25 to 30 teams, and we've got about 20 signed up. So we need to get some. We need 5 or 6 more teams to jump in there and get signed up.
Adam and Tanya will sign up on Tuesday.
Yeah, I think or Monday at 9.
Yeah, Monday at 9.
It depends how they do it. Rest of the weekend.
I think you can probably count on Old Virginia Smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. We'd love to have you there. Sure.
Oh, look, she put it up on Kim put it up
Hey!
on the runner there.
Thank
So everybody checking that out.
Yeah, check it out. Just go to the KCBS.us
Yep.
and sign it. The link's on there. To
It's
sign
a
up.
beautiful part of the country too.
Super easy to
Clayton.
get to location.
Easy to get to.
Yeah.
A lot of great food, great beer around there. You can stop by the Redneck Barbecue Lab on your way.
Yeah, there's some barbecue.
Yeah, absolutely. This
Are you
turned
gonna have a food truck out there?
We're going to have a food truck out there. I think we'll be doing some demos as well. I think we're going to maybe partner up with a food supplier and bring some stuff out there. We'll see. We're talking with the organizers of the event.
Right.
We talked actually this week, so we're trying to put something together, kind of make it more interactive with us too, barbecue-wise. So, yeah, they're working on it.
Paul's a really good guy to work with.
He is. Paul and Claire, Deep River Brewing, him and Lynn, they've been great for Clayton, great for Johnson County, and yeah, they're a great product. And it was fun last year. I mean, it was a good thing. I mean,
Really good time.
and you guys put it together. I mean, the backstory was in about 30 days.
I did in no time.
Yeah, I mean, it was a little bit more than 30, but it wasn't any more than 2 months.
No,
We put it together. We had we went right at 30 teams last year. So
it was well done. And they're cool. I mean, it was
Excellent.
Well,
Thanks for being on, bud.
thank you. See you later. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's see. What are we? Let's. Who? Oh man. Come in.
He's still mad at you because you ain't wearing your hat.
Rick back.
He's afraid of you, man.
You don't want to come sit down and be on the podcast? No. What if I wear the hat?
We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Allison, you jump in the trailer and get that thing? You'll know. All right. We're trying to coach Jerry Dyer from JD Smoking Misfits to come on the podcast. But under this, we have one condition that I have to wear this hat that he brought me. I was terrified when he said, I brought you a present. He's like, but you have to promise to wear it. Thank you. You're coming on next. So I'm going to put this thing on right now. Yeah. There we go. Hopefully y'all can get a good look at that guy.
Chef Ron, y'all be.
I hate you so much right now. Wow.
We all thought
That just went out there. It's good. Urkel hit me with that one earlier. Yeah, no good. What's up, Eric? Jerry, you coming? Are you going to come sit down now? Come around this way.
All right, and we got a seat for you. The Redneck Barbecue Lab, we got the premier chair for you. Yeah, we got our sponsor for this clip.
Guys, this is Jerry Dyer from JD Smoking Misfits, one of my life mates.
My barbecue boyfriend.
Kim's barbecue boyfriend. Says on there, Kim put up Jerry Dyer, the OG. That's original gangsta. That you might not know what that means. The OG. That's you.
I know.
You don't want to start on a podcast.
Hey, I was going to say he was tipping back to gin and juice before Snoop. Damn
right.
You know that.
Fair enough. Can I take this off now?
No, you got
Okay. Very cool. Eric, I'm cooking in this all morning tomorrow morning. Yes.
I told you. Your neighbor was an ass last week. This neighbor's going to be twice an ass this week.
Selling it, dude. I think it's legit.
It's pretty good. So, what brings you to Wise, big guy?
I just come up for the visit. Not cooking, not judging, strictly for the visit.
Jerry's been done competition barbecue since 1982.
1982.
KCBS, NBN.
Jerry also worked on all of the president's helicopters for how many years?
Since 86 to 2012.
Yes. Wow. Yep. Pretty amazing human.
And I don't for the life of me cannot understand how I ended up with you. I'm sorry, but it's that.
You've heard about the lottery? Well, that wasn't the lottery.
That was not the lottery.
It was the shit lottery, but
Yeah.
we'll just call it what it is.
I was like, I used to say, everyone's got their cross to bear, and I'm Jerry's.
And it's been a hell of a cross.
So speaking of the cross, you had to bear. So what's your like number one story about Luke? Because we all know Luke many different ways, but you got some special fond memories.
Yeah, I
Ratings
think
are about to
if,
go up.
if memory serves me correctly, we did a barbecue in was it Delaware
Delaware in October,
in October?
right around Halloween.
Yeah,
Cold.
and we were in my coach, and we had this bottle of some kind of alcohol.
Canadian Club.
And we didn't want to waste it, so we drank the whole bottle.
We drank the whole thing.
And then we went outside and we started making the rounds of all the teams.
Because that's a fine time to do that.
That's fun time to
After
do
you
that.
finish and put that in.
So
What's
we
up,
were
Perry?
making the rounds, and of course, everybody was offering us drink, so we couldn't be.
That'd be
Couldn't well wouldn't be rude.
rude to turn it down.
I tip my hat to all of them.
So somewhere around midnight, Luke says, "I'm going swimming
In the Atlantic Ocean.
In Delaware in October.
in the ocean." So I said, "Well, you're not going by yourself. I'll walk you down there."
In the water.
So I walked him down, and he went swimming.
Sure did.
What he forgot to tell me was that he was going to go swimming in the nude.
I don't remember this. Just put it out there.
In Delaware.
In Delaware.
Smart.
So you saw the OG, little general?
I'm not going to comment on that because that just brings back a memory and it just fries my brain.
All I know is that I wake up in his coach the next morning to him yelling at me at 9 o'clock. And I'm in a bed and I have clothes on and I'm under the covers like I'd been put there. And he said, it's 9 o'clock. You have a lot of stuff to do.
That wasn't the way I said it.
No, it was not. I was trying to be nice to the listeners. I believe you cursed at me and said, get up. But I remember laying there going, I don't remember how this happened. And to be honest with you, I never have asked. Nor do I want to know. That's
Would you like for me to tell your
No.
partner? I would be happy to.
Do you miss barbecue?
And do.
What do you miss the most about barbecue?
The barbecue. I'm serious. When I first started this thing, 1982, when I first got into it, we had parties. We showed up on Thursday night. We partied on Thursday all night, just about not Thursday night. Friday, that was cook day. We went out. We did our thing. We got Saturday night.
It's on.
Everybody's
Another party all night long.
You cook barbecue. Well, there's a bunch of people now that cook barbecue that aren't even that old. 1982.
Adam was born in 1983.
83.
Johnny's 82.
Damn, oh, look at this.
I mean, that's that's an impressive
Hey, guys.
career.
We got Jim Berg just tuned in.
Jim Berg.
Jim Berg just said
Jim
that.
Berg and Carrie. Carrie, what's up, buddy? And Jim. Miss you, Jim.
So you've been cooking barbecue longer than some of these guys have been alive.
And the heck of it was. And nobody, hardly anybody believed it. The first contest I ever cooked in was Memphis and May.
The first contest.
The first contest I ever cooked in was Memphis and May.
Talk about jumping in the deep end.
Logical.
Yeah.
Just throw it in the fire there.
Hey, honey, let's go do this weekend. Let's just go cook a world championship.
On-site judging. And
Yeah, exactly.
I was in the Marine Corps then. And I was stationed up at Millington, right above Memphis.
Mm-hmm.
And sergeant, one of the sergeants that worked for me, he come in and said, "Hey, Gunny," said, "they've got this barbecue contest down here in Memphis. Said, you want to go cook in it?" I said, "Yeah, let's go. We'll go cook in it." So we went down there and cooked in it. I didn't find out till later that Memphis in May you had to qualify for. He just went out and made up all this stuff. turned it in, and we cooked Memphis in May.
That's amazing.
1982.
Could you imagine pulling that shit off today?
I gotta ask you, Jerry. Please tell me y'all did well. Please tell me you did well.
We come in 7th, I believe.
First contest.
But
With first contest, fake credentials.
That's amazing.
Then we cooked it again the next year, but they had to let us in that year because we cooked the year before.
Well, barbecue misses you.
I had a ball, but that was the thing that I really liked about the barbecue was camaraderie. Back then,
You taught me.
people, they were serious about it. Come cook day, everybody was serious and everything. Everybody wanted to win. That was true. But if you didn't win, hey, that's the way it goes.
Cool for you, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that
I
night,
think
had
we've
a
all
ball.
talked about that before. If it won't for this, and I'm sure. I mean, obviously, since 1982, you weren't going live on Facebook, but
No.
this part of it, the people part of it, I don't know that any of us would be here. I
No.
wouldn't.
No.
I mean, I'm competitive as crap. I mean, Jerry knows that. I know he is, but
I'm gonna beat the hell out of
yeah, he wants to beat me, and I want to beat him. Want to
you. I'll
beat
be
you.
the first person to shake
But-
your hand when you do beat me.
But if it won't for this part of it, this would not get my competitive juices flowing.
That's accurate.
But it's hard to find this anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
Yeah.
Uh,
I bet it's hot, doesn't it?
It's horribly hot.
Yeah.
I told you it's going to be hot, but that's beside the point. You promised me you'd wear the damn thing.
I did wear it.
All day tomorrow.
He's got to wear it all. I'll wear you.
Yeah.
You're a man of your word, Luke.
He's
All day tomorrow.
no.
Yeah.
It's fine sweating.
Okay, I see how you're a wolf. Now you're a wolf.
He needs a man purse, doesn't he?
He does.
He does need a man purse.
Wow. This day keeps getting better and better. I miss you. I'm so glad you made my day. I GC'd when you turned the corner and said, "You're in a heap of trouble now." And I was like, holy shit. This is amazing. And Tracy's here, Dwayne's here, and they're judging. And you said you ain't doing shit.
He's going to hang out with you all tomorrow.
Hey, I told him he's welcome to come in the trailer and eat. I said, "Do you want to be this guy?" And he said, "No." Tracy said, "Good luck." He goes, "Yeah, good luck. I ain't welcome to anything."
No, he did. He told me, he said, "You can wash dishes for me tomorrow."
He told you that? What'd you tell
He
him?
told me that.
I think, yeah.
What'd you tell him?
I can't say it.
Jim Brown said he hasn't had a bear hug in a year and a week. Jim and Jan are both on.
Oh, Jan's on too?
Yep.
Queen.
All right.
Queen B.
Oh, I see
Jay's
that.
on. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for coming on, bud.
We get over here.
You're welcome.
I'm all waving.
You just,
Look, I'm waving. You can't even see me over
Get
there.
up in here.
Thank you.
you take care.
I miss you. You'll be around all weekend. I'm so glad.
Yeah.
Again, this is the guy who taught me the importance of Thursdays and Saturdays. Absolutely. And Sundays when we did a double.
And
You didn't leave till Monday.
the man who gave us many headaches, too, the next day.
That is accurate. I don't want to speak publicly about what he produces in his basement, but it will. We even forgot the best story of all time. You got to come back over here, dude.
What?
Or no, we'll get Eric Lee in here. Come on.
No, well, you can't say the
All
best
right, come
story
here.
of all
Come
time.
back.
Which one? That's
So Kim and I go up to Rochester, New York for the first
That's
time.
like to be continued on a sitcom.
And we're bringing Jerry back for this story because it's amazing. So we go up there, and I've got 3 jars from Jerry. I got a peach, a blackberry, and a pear. I'm not going to say what it is, but everybody knows what it is. And it's good, and it will hurt you. Please. So it's Thursday night, and this is a Saturday-Sunday contest.
Oh.
Thursday night.
Oh.
And Diva Q, Hall of Fame, Danielle, Diva Q. Hopefully we'll come on the podcast soon. I walked down to her trailer with the jar of blackberry. And there's 4 of them, and that bottle is going around and around and around, and then the blackberries are going in.
Oh, the actual fruit.
Oh,
You don't need
Don't eat the fruit.
you don't eat the fruit.
Don't eat the fruit.
He said you don't eat.
Don't eat the fruit.
So she eats probably about 8 or 9 of these blackberries, and I said,
don't eat the fruit.
I
believe it.
I said, Danielle, how many has she had? She's like 8 or 9. No, they're like, go get another bottle. So I go get a jar of pineapple. Yes, this was in 20 minutes.
Oh, no.
Yes. So the next morning, I had my own fun that night. There's stories there that I'm not going to get into, but I had to go on an apology tour. I might have wrecked up one cook site pretty good with some falling. Anyway, I walked down the Diva site, and her friend Jessie is there, and she looks at me and she goes, "Get the fuck out of here." So, serious. She's like, "You killed my entire cook team." I said, "No, ma'am. I told them not to eat that fruit. The next thing I know, all the fruit's gone. 2 jars in 45 minutes.
Pineapple too?
Oh, yeah. Gone. Gone. And like they were the ancillary kings at that time. And like all the ancillaries for that day, well, Jesse was pissed. Fast forward
Let Jerry tell
Fast
this
forward
this time.
to Florida.
to Florida the next year or 2 years.
Maybe the next year.
The next year, you were helping somebody. Was it Chris Salisbury?
No.
You drove.
I drove down there in the coach.
Yeah.
And I was helping a guy from California.
That's right. Mike Lindley. Smoking Nose.
Yeah.
That's right.
And so we were
This is the best story of all time.
waiting to get in. some muddy mess down there, and they were actually pulling people in with a big tractor. It was a mess.
To get to your spot.
Into the spot.
Never a good start. Never a good.
So Diva was there, and I had never really met Diva.
Okay.
And she was sitting there in her truck waiting to go in. So I walked up and I said, "Hi." I said, I've been told that you've been cussing me out." She looked at me. She said, "Oh no, sir." I don't know you. Said, I haven't been cussing you. I said, "Well, that's not what I was told." I said, I've been told that you've been really cussing me out." And she said, "No, sir. I have not said anything bad about you." She said, "I don't even know you." And I said, "Well, Luke Darnell said that you've been cussing me out because of that stuff that I made." She took one look at me. She said, "You son of a bitch."
He called me and told me that. I about fell over in my chair. And I called Danielle, and she goes, "I finally met that." Out of here. Oh, my God.
Excuse me, gentlemen, sir.
Oh, my God.
What a story.
That's a great story. Eric, you want to jump in?
Come on in.
Since Rick Back won't come on, he's the judge coordinator we were making fun of earlier.
If I can fit in there. You can. We're all friends.
Oh, all right. We have Eric Lee.
Where's that?
Hold me closer, fire dancer.
Run it all weekend.
Cooking barbecue on the highway. What's going on, man?
I mean, yeah,
You're in a little bit of a walkabout.
We are making the run. This is probably, I don't want to say a one-time deal because it's so awesome out here, but yeah, we hit Greenwood last weekend.
Yeah.
Doing this one and Galax next weekend.
Galax.
So where you at?
Little Rock, Arkansas.
That's right.
The famous pit that was stolen in Shawnee, Oklahoma.
That's right.
Mine, that one.
And also the famous mythical entry from the American Royal.
Hey, that was a great contest. Like a 59th in rib or 159 or
You weren't even there.
I was in Arkansas competing. So yeah, I'm that guy.
But also you can
Let's stop for a second. We know about Ron doesn't know about
I don't know about the
how
Royal.
Eric
really?
placed
No.
at the Royal and wasn't even in the state.
Great.
He was like 2 states over.
Yeah.
because he had to pull out, but his name was still in the system
Well,
or whatever. I don't know.
I didn't qualify for the invite.
Okay.
But I liked my spot.
Oh,
So I
you
paid for it.
Okay.
Never showed up. I'm staying home, cooking at a contest in Arkansas. Little Rock is basically our home. Go through that contest, and all of a sudden I start getting texts and calls at the night. It's like, "Hey, is everything okay?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" "Well, I just saw you turned one entry in at the Royal." I'm like, "Ooh, something's not right."
Was this last year?
This was the whole
Shenanigan Royal.
Yeah, so I tied actually. Who was the first winner? We tied in ribs, so
yeah.
I don't remember their names.
That really sucks.
We tied, so it was his name and my name.
So you beat all of us, and you were
Yeah, everybody wanted my rib score. Yeah, everybody was wanting our rib score. It was like a 174.
Well, congratulations.
Hey, what's up, Tillman?
Thank
Tillman's on. Tillman's barbecue. So, firedancerbarbecue.com, barbecue supply shop.
And all you people will probably beat me with my chicken rub.
That's
And
fair.
nobody admits it, but I know who's using it.
Oh.
Shout out.
Okay, let's ask that question.
Hashtag pluck yeah.
Hashtag cluck, yeah. Let's ask this question, though. I do have your chicken rub. I'm not going to say whether it's in my trailer or not because I don't think that's right.
I would think it is.
Anyway,
I see one.
let me ask you this.
Two.
Tell them what you cook with. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I use
Oh, it's all
Can you give
coming
us the
out,
rest
Brad.
of Brant's
It's all coming
rundown?
out.
Right.
We need the rest of Brant's rundown.
Right.
And what I was pointing to is picking whiskey and glamping griller.
We had Adam sweating over here telling us a secret.
Yeah. I told him, like, all new guests need to give up a secret.
There it
And
is.
he's like, really? He's sitting there going, really? Really?
I don't know about this.
I don't think I like this.
$50 a week in this one time offer.
So let me ask you this question. Do you look at orders so you know what people are using?
I don't see wholesale orders. So direct orders I know, but I can tell who.
Listen, this is a question because I order stuff from a certain place and I know that they look at my order because I get calls about what are you using X on, and I'm like, listen, that's confidential information.
Just say
What are you
real.
talking about? Quit showing off.
It's confidential unless they go to barbecuechampsacademy.com to buy your class,
Fit
right?
young men just drove by here.
Right.
What?
It's confidential unless they go to Barbecue Champs Academy and buy
Unless
your
you
class.
go to Barbecue Champs Academy, find the Old Virginia Smoke class, get yourself some trophies. Yeah, it's good. Thank you for the plug.
Oh, you're welcome.
Appreciate that. I'm really bad about that. I plug everybody else's stuff because I'm a giver.
You are.
So
Yes, you
I
are.
want to jump back to the Jambo kit.
Okay.
It was stolen.
Yep.
There's probably not a lot of people that actually know that story.
I don't know that story.
You don't know that story?
No.
So there's two stories.
How do I know that story and you don't?
I don't know.
Very good.
It,
Now you got to come up with the third one that I don't know about.
I'll make something up. But no, it was over at
Start with the-
we were at Shawnee Fire Lake Casino.
Yeah.
It was one of the doubles they were doing. But it was a double Sunday night. I was at Hampton. We were there, had the pit locked to the ball, but not to the trailer. So, one of the hundreds of times I've come out, walk out, the pit's there. I'm like, oh shit, stuff,
Hooked to your
whatever.
truck.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't there.
Oh, it wasn't there.
Wasn't there. I'm like, that's not good.
You start looking down the hill. Did it?
No, I'm like,
No, this is a
that's-
giant phobia
that's
of
gone.
mine. Yeah.
So 5 months go by. I get a call from Travis Clark Creek Barbecue.
I can't believe Travis blew your pit.
I was like,
Oh God!
but I'm not
Internet just
surprised.
exploded.
He would do that because he's wanting I've got a baby J, and he's like, that's my pit. I'm like, no. But he said, I found your pit. I said, don't F with me. He said, no, I found your pit. It was almost 5 months to the day. He said the sheriff had found a guy that stole his neighbor's backhoe. He had like 200 acres. He supplied
entire backhoe.
It gets better.
Okay.
He has like 200 acres. He supplied Travis with firewood for his restaurant. So they flew a drone, and it was like wound up being $750,000 worth of stuff. This guy, he had skid steers. He had been going to Tractor Supply. He might be watching this video because he wasn't in jail very long. But and they said, "What about this pit?" He's like, "Well, I won that at a barbecue competition."
I can't believe David Qualls would do this.
No, Travis Clark. Travis Clark.
Sorry.
Qualls comes in later to cover it up.
Okay.
So,
We're just joking, everybody.
So Travis calls me. He said, "I found your pit," and I had a food truck at the time, and it was right before opening. I was like, don't mess with me like that. Because I know Travis, but we weren't on that level at that time. And I was like, don't mess with me. He goes, no, I really found it. They described it. And I was like, okay. And then I called the sheriff, and they're like, no, I've got a bunch of team stickers. Guy didn't peel them off. It was my pit. It was my pit. So I called Qualls, who of course knows David Qualls, American Dream.
Yeah.
He, our secretary at KCBS, he said, I'm 10 minutes. So it's 10 minutes from the hotel to where this guy was. He said, I'll be there. Pulled it out, cleaned it up. I was there the next morning, got it back. There it is. But I happened to go ahead and order another one.
So you have one in production.
No. I've got this is about 2 years ago.
No, but you had one in production.
Oh, yeah.
You get a call from Travis Clark,
Like,
and then you end up in a Scully moment where you got two, and you're like, I don't know what this.
No, it's in my garage. Never had a fire in it.
Right.
Never had a fire.
And Jamie is no longer doing them anymore. So
what?
I don't know if y'all know that. Jamie's done. He's been done for about 4 or 5 months.
Is this official?
From what I hear,
This has been like a 5-year deal.
No, last I
we
heard,
hear this a lot.
no, he
starts back.
he was turning.
Did we just?
Probably when he needs
this
money
breaking news?
for dirt track. Yeah.
No, you're 100% right. He would start that rumor because he knew he could sell one to Blaine, Darren, and everybody every
Until
time.
like 8.
You sell 8 with a phone call. Like I'm
So
thinking
if anybody wants to comment,
quit, $100,000.
last I heard about a month or two ago, he was done.
We just broke news on
Last
here,
time.
y'all. Real question for the panel. Projections going into the weekend. Wow. That's a tough one.
Pluck, yeah, will probably be in the top 5 of chicken.
Wow.
Yeah.
Might not be me, but
How do we do this?
Dude, I'm
So
not doing
you're
it.
at a con.
Pick 3 teams.
How many teams are here?
33.
Let's start there. So we got 33.
32.
32. So we got
Alex is here at 32.
So we got 32 teams. It's confirmed by Mr. Alex. We got 32 teams. Out of those 32 teams, Alex probably confirmed 28 of them have won GCs.
Oh, I bet.
At least.
28.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
See that? Welcome to the East Coast, bitches, where we all have GCs and every one of us can beat your ass. No, I mean we get this kind of thing. I'll throw it right down because a lot of times
it was my neighbor last weekend.
oh wait, that's it. He's twice as bad as I am. Hey.
Fair.
But no, I mean that's one of the things people always laugh about. They call it the least coast or whatever. And a lot of my
It doesn't
friends
make any
want to
sense.
laugh. But then when they come over here and they go, "Wait a minute, 28 people can win this contest," and they're like, "Yeah, man, 28 people."
Absolutely.
It just depends on which panel of bipolar judges we get tomorrow. That's who's going to win. So with that caveat being said, you want your top 3?
I want 3. 3 names from each.
I can.
What do you mean you can't give 3? You can't say yourself.
I'm not going to say myself.
Okay.
Not because I'm not that confident.
I'll go first. I'll go first.
You do it.
Rooster, Lamp and Grillers, and Pig and Whiskey. 3 teams that are hot.
That's tough. That's a tough 3.
It's a tough 3.
I would say yeah. But then I'm going to throw in Salisbury in that mix, Red Vegas.
Red
I
Vegas,
think him and Rooster. I think him and Rooster are the 2 I would go after last week. If there's karma in this world, one of them 2, if not both of them, go 1.
Right. Adam is looking at us right now like, why are you banging me over a barrel?
I mean, honestly, I would say that. Those are the first 2. It's all the guys you mentioned who have been cooking, and you got Urkel sitting down there.
Uncle Pig's here, Optimus Swine's here. Like, it's loaded as shit.
Rack is down there rolling a while ago.
Yeah.
John's been on a freaking.
Then you go down in the lot. Go down in the lot.
Little Tennessee got Muttley Crew.
Swig and Pig.
Swig and Pig.
Swig and Pig is on a roll too.
Alan Clem under the radar.
He's not cooking.
He's here.
He's not cooking. They're visiting.
It doesn't matter.
Alan's sure? Because he told us at lunch the J3 was down there.
Huh?
He told us at lunch the J3 was down there.
Is Alan Clem cooking? Let's get it confirmed.
He's under the radar list.
Even if under radar ain't on the list, I'm going to put him in the top 10. Let's call it the fire dancer. But I'm going to put him in the top 10. But no, I mean, that's a good question about who. If you had to pick 3, I think the 2 Parma picks be Fred Vegas, Bad Rooster. Jesus, 3rd is just wrong. I mean, you just throw something out of a hat. Yeah, just throw something.
No.
What do you mean, no?
I think well,
you can't give 3 names?
No. It's up to the judges.
Fair enough.
And there are 2 teams here that haven't won a GC yet, but have been knocking on that door.
Who's that?
Hickory Barbecue Company, Noel K that was here earlier, GC'd up in Buchanan, West Virginia a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
Been in the top 10 quite a bit this last few weeks. And Smoke Show Mafia, Joseph Puccio signed up on Monday or Tuesday. He was 10th in Greenwood without a top 10 in the categories, which means a very consistent cook. And he's been knocking at the door a couple times.
He may be one of the most interesting people in my life.
Oh, he's a great dude.
Pooch.
Oh, yeah.
You guys call him Puss.
Yeah. That's what his friends
do
call
it.
him.
I understand.
That's what his friends call him.
But I can't do it. I don't know why.
I call him Puchico because Singletary called him that for the longest time. Didn't know his last name was Puccio. So I call him Poochka.
What in the hell are those things?
Electric bikes.
Fake
Got
bike.
another question?
It's electric
Oh,
bike.
we got another question. What's everyone smoking on tomorrow? We've got cans.
Is John Way still here? Oh, stick burner, outlaw.
I've got the right color stick burner Jambo.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'll see you next weekend, Jamie.
Oh,
Wow. What?
why are you worried about Jamie? He's retired.
Damn. Man, ain't nobody. Jambo.
No.
Now I need to.
I got to make that outlaw do work now.
Hey, come here for a sec. We're on the podcast.
I'm not going over there.
You just sold ice on the podcast.
Coming later.
That's coming later. The mayor of Wise just drove by trying to sell us ice. It's amazing. You guys, when I say this town is all the way in, no, I'm sorry, given ice. This town goes all out for this contest, man. And I am glad to be the co-mayor of Wise for these 3 days. It's amazing. He's going to bring me ice right now on the
Bring over
podcast.
and show us ice.
This is the mayor right here. You don't have
Come
face on there.
in closer. Come in
Get
closer.
right
There
there.
you go.
We really need
This
to
is
see
what
the
we
shirt.
do. Yeah, bring this shirt over. Come on.
No, not the backside.
Put it in on this side.
We need the here. You got to get right
The
here.
same on the front as it is on the
No,
You got to come get in
no,
here.
you don't have a pig on the back. Oh, I know. No.
I mean, you can't beat that right there, folks. This is what Wise does for barbecue. They bring it out. Bring it out. Look at that. It's right there. This is the man that's in charge of this whole place.
I'm just the ice man.
What's up? All right, we're losing some people. Thanks, brother.
Thank you, Luke.
Yes, sir. Thank you. All right.
I'm stuck.
FireDancerBarbecue.com, guys, for all your chicken rub needs, for all your barbecue needs. Check it out.
I feel plumb embarrassed. I have no idea. Fuck yeah. I'll be honest. That is horrible. I live in a closet box.
Might explain your
Better be
chicken.
careful.
Yeah.
Closet.
I saw that last weekend.
Might explain your chicken.
Oh yeah, I did kill some people that chicken. Chicken was good though, man. That's the thing.
Yeah.
When the chicken is bad and it's ugly, that shit scores. But when that shit
Okay,
is
here,
good,
here. This is what I heard.
Hey, Singletary's on.
This is what I heard last weekend from your wife. That shit's dry.
oh no.
My wife even heard that. I was like, I'm not walking over there.
That's the gospel.
What up, Singletary?
That's the gospel. I was screwed then.
All right. G, you want to jump in? I think the world wants you to jump in, G, because they want you to tell a story.
You got to get friends.
Thanks, brother.
Too. Don't
Huh?
forget you. We got to get solitary.
Thanks for coming on, man.
I look forward to the underwear tomorrow.
I don't know what he's doing.
Oh, they'll be the same ones.
Come on in here, G.
All right.
All right, we got little G on. Jason Singletary, what's up, kid?
Hey.
That guy doesn't age.
G.
Jason Singletary.
No, he doesn't.
He's been 24 for his whole life and acts like he's 24.
Yep.
Which I'm proud of. That was not an indictment, buddy.
No.
So you're an amazing human
No, he's got a natural light in his hand right now.
right now. And Puccio is here unsupervised.
That is true. Well, it could go either way.
He's got Yes Deer's pit, which if Frank Nagel is watching, thank you for putting a sticker on everything that I own. Really appreciate
Yeah, we have been tagged.
it. Every cooler, everything that was out on our
Everything.
site has a Yes Deer sticker on it.
I know.
All right, G, fire it up.
Brought to Kansas City.
All right.
So maybe somebody wants to tee her up for this. I don't know.
So I get here. This seems to be happening more and more often.
Yes.
Get here to
You never
Wise,
know what's going to happen.
2024, around noon today. Unhook it. People start walking up. Hey, Brian. Hey, Scully. How are you doing? Good. Have you heard about Luke last night? And I'm like, no, I wasn't here. And they're like, you got to get Kim to tell you the story.
Mm-hmm.
So I think the Facebook world
Wants to know
needs to hear Kim tell the story.
what happened. Yes.
Please do the good job.
This is Thursday night.
This is Thursday night.
Okay.
So we are with Jerry. We are with Chris Salisbury from Fred
That's where
Vegas.
things start to go bad.
Yes. Well, and there's a tradition of Thursday night of bourbon just going around. Just it is flowing freely. And 2 years ago, Luke, sorry, and Chris were like between the mayo and the mustard, just going serpentine down the road. Should have been arrested, but because we were in Wise and we've been here for so long, we are fine. So they decided to start to reenact what happened last year, but some people were smart enough to get out quick. So Jerry got out quick. Yep, me too. I got out quick. I was like, nope, he's somebody else's responsibility. So all of a sudden I'm sleeping, I'm in bed, and I hear him come in, and I'm like, all right, marked safe from bourbon. So I know he's there. He's laying in bed. Good.
The story gets better as she polishes it.
Yes. So then all of a sudden I hear this really light knock. I mean, just a little whisper knock on the door. And I'm like, I thought I was dreaming. And I just rolled over and went back to sleep. The knock comes back a little bit louder. It intensifies. I was like, who's in the hallway knocking? So this is crazy. I ignore it again. And then I just hear bam, 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 bam on my door. And I'm like, what obnoxious effer is knocking on my door?
So I've got to think
Yes.
the second time, the first time you were thinking somebody's got the wrong room.
Right.
The second time you were thinking it's one of his idiot friends.
Yes. I was
And
like,
now
who's
the
playing a
third
joke?
time you're thinking this is the police.
Right, exactly.
Okay.
I'm like, what is going on? And now to preface this, it is completely dark in our room. There are just darkening shades. I really can't see much of anything.
And the old haunted part of the
And we are in the haunted part of the hotel. So that did kind of freak me out a little bit too, because there are lots of random noises.
You're in the haunted part.
Now, I don't even hesitate. I just like open the door, and there is Luke standing there in his Corgi MeUndy underwear and t-shirt. Thank goodness he doesn't sleep in the nude, folks. And I open the door, and I'm like, what the hell are you doing?
MeUndies.com.
Yeah, MeUndies.com. Send a sponsorship this way. And I was like, what are you doing? He's like, this isn't the door to the bathroom.
Nope. Did you use the hallway?
No.
No, thank goodness he didn't.
Now defend me.
Okay, now I'm going to give him some grace here, because we are in the old section of the hotel. There are 3 different doors in the room. I mean, you've got the door to go in.
It's like a maze, folks.
There's a door that is sealed off. The closet door, there's actually 4, and then the door to the bathroom. But I don't understand when you open the door and you're outside in the hallway where it's bright light and everything.
At that point,
well, because we've all stayed at hotels where the urinal or the toilet is 200 feet down the hallway.
Well,
We've all stayed at that hotel when you're like, I think I can do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Listen,
I
got out.
How did you walk out the door into the hallway with the lights were on? All these
I
things,
can't see
and
when
let
I
the
don't
door
have my
shut
glasses on, and the door's off. We just had an interaction that was amazing, and the door shuts, and I'm like, this isn't the bathroom. I even went to all these different doors, going.
You went to other people's doors?
Oh yeah.
Oh no! I see now. That's part I did not.
I didn't.
I
didn't knock or anything, but I'm like,
you gave it the push.
I'm not.
You gave it the push.
You
gave it the push.
I thought I could find the bathroom, and no. And then I come in, Kim answers the door. She said, what is wrong with you? And I went, I went out the wrong door. No good.
There's a pee spot out there.
Oh, I guarantee.
There's no, I didn't.
There was a little dribble.
No. I actually scared the pee out of myself. Like I didn't have to go in.
Well, Jerry and I did have that conversation earlier today that men sometimes, when are inebriated, like to go pee in a closet or pee in a corner.
How many times have I tried to pee?
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't know how many times I've caught you from doing that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Just pee in a closet.
I'll get up and walk over to the door. I'm like, in friends' houses.
Yes.
I'm like, oh, I can pee in here. Nope. No, you can't.
Yeah, I've saved friends' closet before.
So there's
There's
some
that.
little G.
There's the story.
Little G story of the week. That's what we're going to call it. The Little G story of the week.
Oh.
Little G story time will
That
close
needs to
out the
be like a
podcast.
2-minute segment on every
Right.
podcast.
Well, this is one of my favorite contests because last year, this is where Brian Corbett originated the phrase. The G spot.
It was here.
It was here.
It was here. Yes.
'Cause
Yes.
The microphone is sitting on Kim's little drum that she cooks chicken on.
Yep.
Which is the G spot.
Yes. Mhm.
And Brian's like, "Oh, look, you're in the G spot." And we were all like, "Oh, that's really
That's
good."
a great name.
Can I say what Kim said?
Sure.
Because she moved, I think because the wind was doing something, so she moved, and I said, "Why did you move the G spot?" And she said, "Luke couldn't find it."
I did.
It's been a banner day, folks.
He's been just taking shots left and right.
He's
'cause
giving
that-
out a fair share.
I'm not saying he hasn't.
But all in retaliation. I haven't fired any. I haven't been on the aggressive parts.
It'll come.
Oh, but thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you for the
We're gonna-
moment.
We're gonna bring in the G's moments.
Yeah.
That's a good one too.
The G moment, yeah.
Actually, that's pretty cool because Jerry actually coined the nickname Little G. Little Jerry.
Yes, yeah,
Oh,
Jerry
did
did.
you do
Mhm. That
Yeah,
was totally
that was
him.
Jerry.
Yep.
Copyrighted.
I think that was an Aiden, I want to say.
The-
Many
it
years
was
ago.
it was.
Many years ago.
When I got lined up pretty good.
Yep. All right,
Oh,
thanks,
yeah.
guys.
All right, we're gonna bring in the closer.
Yep.
The man, the myth, the legend. We've already brought you up, by the way. Come on.
You've been discussed.
No,
several
yeah,
times.
you've been
Man,
discussed, so
the
you got to
most
come in.
confusing barbecue name in the world.
But no, it's not.
Fred Vegas Smokers?
Fred Vegas is Fredericksburg, baby.
Fredericksburg.
They call it Fred Vegas because of all the bright lights we get, and 95 traffic sucks a dick.
Why don't you let your guest describe what Fred Vegas is all about?
That's fair.
You nailed it.
I know.
Buddy, how are you?
I know this. You want to know why? Because me and this guy are barbecue Eskimo brothers.
First
The
contest.
first contest that we both cooked was the same one in Fredericksburg, Virginia. Did you know that?
No, I thought your first contest was not what next show. What is it? Louisa.
Nope.
Oh, at the campground.
That was my first. That was my first call.
Was it Bill
Oh,
Small?
your first call.
Bill Small.
First call. But
Oh,
this
okay.
was our first contest. Was the year they had barbecue
Yep,
pit
that's it.
masters in Fredericksburg, and we both cooked that. So we've been cooking barbecue the exact same amount of time.
How come he's better than you?
Oh, come on now. I don't think that's true.
Right now,
Starting one right in front. I
Wow.
love it.
And I'm sitting there like, whoop, whoop.
Wow.
Wow.
Oh no,
Oh, no.
You want to buy some tuck yet?
I feel bad about that. Eric's like, "Look, yeah, I'm like, help me out, guys." Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be honest with you because Eric's not going to watch this. I don't use it. I have used it once, but I don't. It's fine.
You should use my rub.
Huh? Fred is the man.
Oh, Alan.
That's Alan Clem. Alan Clem, are you cooking
Are
this
you
contest?
cooking, Alan?
Alan, everyone says that the JMO's here. You need to answer that question right now. We are live, and you need to answer it, Alan.
I think he did hear us. I picked Alan Clem to finish top 10 tomorrow without the Jambo. He's not even cooking. I got Alan in my top 10.
He's got under the radar, no
But-
smoker.
But getting back to the more important reason when we said we brought up your name was somebody asked, they're like, "Who do you got? Who do you got?" And I said,
Somebody asked
Karma.
who. Yeah, we had to pick 3 teams.
So I picked my 2 Karma picks for you and Bad Rooster. And I said after last weekend, I was like, that was just a bad beatdown.
You had a great weekend last
I
week.
did have a good weekend until that rip table came along and
Yeah.
Punched you right in the
took
crotch.
my battleship.
Fair enough. Hey,
Yeah.
Kelly's on. Kim's sister's
Hey,
watching.
Kelly, how are you?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the rib table of I must have poisoned somebody. I killed somebody at the table.
Well, that's a good question for you. Give me 3.
Radar said he's there in spirit.
I'm there in spirit, boys.
He went
Okay.
to lunch with
I
us.
still got him in my top
Oh,
10.
yeah. Wouldn't surprise
Do
me.
you see his hair?
Yeah, he'll be,
Oh, yeah.
Party in the back. It's
Yeah.
amazing.
Alan will beat me by a half point. I'm
Yep.
going to tell you tomorrow.
All right, so you got
And
pick
Luke
3.
shot.
Three
3 tomorrow.
to win.
Top 3.
Top 3.
Can't be you.
Him and me.
32 teams.
32 teams.
teams, by the way.
All right.
We confirmed that.
And Radar is now not one of them.
I still got him in the
I
top
still don't believe him either.
Yeah.
32 teams. Three teams. Let's go with 3 guys here.
Ah.
That's an easy pick right there.
Wow.
That's an easy pick.
Realistically, who do you got? Who do you got tomorrow?
I mean, I'll buy Scully.
Listen, this guy.
But also, this place kicks Scully in the teeth every time.
Yeah, he's due for
This
he's
place
due.
is not good to me.
No, but you're due for a win.
No, that's
Jerry.
next week.
No, Jerry always does well in this contest.
How many
You won this contest and reserved it, right?
I've reserved this contest
And
3 times.
you've done well in this contest.
You've reserved it 3 times. You've won it and reserved it, right?
I've reserved this
Yeah.
contest 3 times, all in even
I've
years.
done everything here.
And the best I've ever done is 3rd place here. So But
No, you're not winning this weekend because you're winning next weekend because that's going to be the most
I want
storybook.
I want that.
But you're going to have to get by that PTSD.
Dude, I'm concerned.
It's an issue.
I'm concerned.
Can you do me a favor? Don't put your foot on the table.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude, where do you put it? They put it in the box.
Listen, I feel like I know you really well. I think you should take a trailer. I think you should create a different environment.
So Ashley's going with me.
That's different. Okay, good.
She's going with me, and she and I have had conversations of when I turn my back, you watch.
Right.
And she's going to count. We might even have an abacus on the table. I don't know. But
please,
there's going to be.
If there's anybody out there right now that's watching this that can make an abacus that's purple and black. So we can have a Scully abacus.
A Scully abacus.
A Scullicus. A Scullicus rib counter. This is the worst. This has gone on for a year now.
A year.
You need to close this deal next week.
Dude, next week is my royal. I'm not going to lie.
It's got to be the most important contest you've probably ever cooked.
It's most certainly up there. I mean, outside of a major,
sure.
I mean, I love, like, there's a couple of contests I love that are non-majors. Greenwood, sure. Kannapolis. I love Aiden. I love Wise. But that one next weekend,
this is not
me.
This isn't a love contest. This is a mental, emotional contest.
There's a lot of demons next weekend that
you got to face.
Yeah.
You can't.
I have thought about. I drove here today thinking about next weekend, and I had anxiety. Yeah.
You don't have that fiddle yet, do you?
I'll rip one.
You fucking win ribs and win the contest. That would be the biggest. If you don't fit that thing, grab it by the neck, throw it in the air, race it to the sky.
Yeah. I don't know,
man. You got any parting words for the crowd? We should get off of here.
Yeah, it's been a while.
You guys have.
This guy right here is Salisbury has dealt with some logistical nightmares today.
It's been one of those days.
It's been one of those days.
Bourbon helps.
Bourbon helps.
Bourbon
We
heals.
just hope that we can keep the trailer cool tomorrow. That's all I can say.
That's right.
No,
Well,
I think overall, I think thank God we're in Wise because the weather is actually going to be perfect.
Gorgeous.
The mid-70s tomorrow with a little bit of rain.
There we go.
I think we're manifesting the rain to not be here.
I'm telling you, let's win the barbecue contest without rain.
Especially when we're at.
So,
fair enough.
but as Wise Virginia, it's the best it's one, in my opinion, is the best contest to come in every year. As long as I'm physically able, I don't care if they have to carry me onto this damn street. I will have that spot down there every year.
So,
and we just do it. So, good luck, gentlemen, this weekend, and may your name be called before
You
mine.
too, Chris.
let's put them all in here.
Are we OBS podcasting it?
This is
Hey,
you're three of my best friends. That's great. Thanks, guys.
have a
Yes,
good one,
sir.
All
guys.
right, it's been another episode of Pitmaster over
Wise
Virginia Smoke
Virginia.
Podcast. Wise Virginia, chilling, grilling at the Glades,
Go
baby.
subscribe and like.
Subscribe. Get on the YouTube channel right now. Subscribe.
Hit that button.
I gotta get to 500
Get
so
the
I can start doing
notification.
some private shit. So go do it. Thank you for listening to Pitmaster, an Old Virginia Smoke podcast. Be sure to subscribe and like the podcast, rate the podcast, and to share it out with your friends. Also be sure to check out the Old Virginia Smoke TikTok as well. Old Virginia Smoke, one word. That's all you have to search for. It's hilarious. Tune in next week for another great episode of Pitmaster. For companies interested in advertising, please contact Old Virginia Smoke directly via www.oldvirginiasmoke.com. Pitmaster, an Old Virginia Smoke podcast, is edited by Chris Sedanka. Pitmaster, an Old Virginia Smoke podcast, is a property of Old Virginia Smoke, LLC.
Old Virginia.